Okay, everybody, I am so excited today because I am joined by Samantha Hanratty, aka Misty Quigley from Yellowjackets. If you've not watched the first 9 episodes, make sure you watch those first. We're going to be talking a little bit of spoilers and then come back to this. Samantha, how are you doing today?
I'm good. I'm so good. How are you?
Good. I don't think I've been this excited for an interview in a long time. And that's also because obviously because your performance and you crush it, but this show is addictive. I think everyone it's on society's mind. We're all hooked right now, right? So
Oh, thank you.
I I wish I could ask you 1,000 questions, but I'm gonna ask what I
Please
think.
do.
Yeah.
We'll
Okay.
just
All right.
go, we'll just knock them through.
All right.
Or
Let's
we'll be
just
here for 3 hours. Either way, we're
yeah.
good.
We'll speed run them. So the thing I want to know is that you playing this character of Misty that you're also sharing with an actress in the caliber of Christina Richie. Was there pressure to doing that, number one? And did you guys have to get on the same page about certain mannerisms and stuff like that?
Yeah. Oh my God. I was totally geeking out and very, I guess, intimidated in the beginning just because I was such a big fan. And I feel like the moment that I met Christina, I was kind of put at ease because we were just talking wigs. And it was just kind of like we just kind of dove right into, we met during a wig fitting. So it was really just diving straight into the Misty world. And I think in the beginning, I definitely was kind of like, like, oh, I don't care whatever you guys think, type of deal. Cause I'm just like, oh, I don't want to step on toes. But it was just really, it was really cool to see that she had a clear vision of where she wanted things to go. It also kind of gave me that same freedom to be like, yeah, like I have a say in this. And we both have a very clear vision on who Misty is, which is great. It's very collaborative and it's really, I mean, it's so special. It's so cool. Like, I feel like when I watch as a fan of the show, I'm like, oh my gosh, we really do coexist as this character together. It's really cool.
Yeah, and it shows on the screen because even as a fan watching it, I don't even feel the difference going between you guys. I still feel like I'm
Yeah.
always
How
seeing
cool
Misty.
is that? Like,
Yeah,
that's so cool.
it's awesome, and it's hard to pull off, and you guys do, which is awesome. And you've mentioned before in other interviews that you think Misty thinks very in the moment.
Mm,
Can you kind of maybe get into our headspace in a big moment for her early in the season when she destroys this black box? Like,
yeah.
just give me a little bit of her kind of logic there, if
Yeah.
there is any.
Yeah. Yeah. I think it's, she's been doing all this chaos and all this work and helping everybody, during this, after the plane crash. And she finally has this moment to herself. She's about to go to the bathroom and she overhears girls talking behind her back, which she's heard her entire life. And for the first time ever, it's something positive. And it's kind of like this dream world that she's always hoped to live in has finally
Mm,
come true. And all of a sudden, there's an obstacle that might get in the way of that. And it's, what do I do? And in that
sure.
moment, I don't think that she thought, I'm going to strand us here forever. I think it really was just this is going to get in the way of my happiness right now. So it's got to go, and
Right.
yeah, so she took it out.
I love that. And I like that it's such a simple idea and how she thought of that. That's a really good
Yeah.
answer. Also on Instagram, you mentioned for the last episode, episode 9, your favorite scene of the episode was Jackie putting makeup on Misty. I
Yeah.
also love this scene. Can you elaborate though why maybe it is your favorite scene and kind of break it down a bit for us?
Yeah. I think all of us, I'm not going to speak for the entire cast, but I think we all kind of talked about that. One-on-one scenes are really nice in the show because we do a lot of like ensemble scenes. So we do a lot of like the big groups. So whenever we get those one-on-one scenes, it's always quieter. It's always something where, we get to experience our characters in a different light. And so I'd never worked with Ella one-on-one. We never had like that kind of moment together. And I think that it was just really sweet. Like I read it and I was like, I can't wait to do this. Like this is just such a sweet moment between these two. And yeah, I really liked it. I just thought it was
Yeah,
really sweet.
it was really great. And it also adds to like how complicated some of these characters are, that maybe one person's doing something, you know, we didn't see them doing, or vice versa.
Yeah.
I
And I
love
think
that.
maybe another reason it was like a favorite is because when I'm in the headset of Misty, I'm like, never would she have had the opportunity to have like the head girl like do her makeup. You know what I mean? So I think
Yeah.
it was just that kind of like cool like thing, getting to talk about boys, what she, you know, wanted to do. And I think it was just this, one of my favorite things about Misty is when she has those kind of like little innocent, like, like kind of girl moments that I just really enjoy.
Yeah, no, for sure. And you mentioned her thinking about boys. I do want to obviously bring up Coach Ben here.
Yeah.
So it's one of the best things about the show is the obsession with Coach Ben. But we see that she finds out he's gay this episode. Is this all heartbreak for Misty, or is there maybe some relief to her that it's not just flat out rejection, that maybe she can justify it as, oh, he's just not into girls, you know?
Yeah, I think I'm really curious on how things are gonna play out. Because all I've thought thus far while doing the scene was like betrayal.
Mm,
But I really like that idea of kind of like, okay, it's not me, you know, and I can get through it type of deal. I'm really curious on which way she's gonna go. I'm not exactly sure. Sometimes I'm a little scared of what Misty might do. So we're just gonna have to wait and see.
okay, so it's interesting too, you talking about yourself and then talking about Misty. How much, when you when you went into this character, how much did you find of yourself in Misty, or was it someone who seemed very foreign to you?
Um, Both. Like there are parts of her that I'm like, I don't, yeah, not at all. But there are parts that we are so similar. Like
Mm,
I'm a very energetic person. I'm very like extra and like, you know, any scene that I have where, you know, the first time that you meet her when she's like doing like the buzz and like cheering on, like I remember everyone being like, oh my God, Sammy, you have so much energy. And I'm just like, yeah, like it's just, you know, it's fun. And so I think that we both have a lot of energy, and I think we both care a lot about what people think. I have a lot of insecurities as well when it comes to, you know, how people view me. And, you know, so of course I'm an actor, putting myself out there for everyone to judge. But, uh, but yeah, no, it's, we definitely have some similarities, but I think that Misty needs a lot of help too.
Sure. And I love what you just said there about, you know, putting yourself out there for everyone to judge as an actor, which is why it is a brave art form, but also why you need an actress like yourself who's willing to do that for this character, and you do,
No,
which is
thank you.
great. But another thing too, I think what gets everyone so excited is seeing Misty in that winter timeline we see briefly in the first episode. Now, when you guys are filming those scenes, are they letting you guys in on like, okay, what's really happening during that timeline? Or are you guys kind of even a little out of the know?
Yeah. So when we filmed the pilot, which was like, you know, over 2 years ago, we
Oh,
filmed the
wow.
pilot and I was the only castmate to go out into, at the time we were filming in Mammoth. I was the only
Okay.
one out of the cast to go there. So I only know one person outside of me who they are. And
Interesting.
yeah, and so it was, I was
Wow.
told who the antler queen was when I was out there filming. So I knew that from the get-go, which was cool. But besides that, I'm like, I don't know who falls in the pit. I don't know who stands over the pit. I don't know anything. I'm looking out like all the other fans of like, who's wearing what, and but they trick you because they're like, yeah, but everyone's going to start borrowing each other's clothes, everyone's going to start wearing each other's things. So
Sure.
you know, you might keep an eye out for a certain pair of shoes, but really it's going to be passed along, you know? So
Yeah, and that was the answer that everyone right now is just leaning up, just listening, trying to catch any little thing you're
oh
saying.
yeah, oh yeah.
But is that surreal to you too? That like you are not just in some regular show, you're in a show that people are obsessed. The Reddit is like, I mean, the biggest numbers I've seen in years for a show. And it reminds me from what I can relate to of like how Lost had that feeling where everyone just wants, it's a mystery, right? Like,
Yeah.
how does that make you feel? Are you ever kind of checking out the Reddit, seeing
Oh,
what people are writing?
every day. I'm checking
Okay.
every day. I think this is like the coolest thing to ever happen to my career. I feel like the luckiest person in the world to be on a show like this. And I'm a geek over certain things. Like I'm a huge Harry Potter nerd. I'm a huge like Survivor fan. So like whenever I get
hell
into
yeah.
something though, like I love to know all the details. I love figuring it all out. So it's really cool to be on the other side of things where you're on something where you know some of the answers that people are trying to figure out. And it's really cool. And I feel so lucky. And this is literally all I've ever wanted in my career. So I'm just soaking it all in right now.
Oh, that's so awesome to hear. And I'm
Yeah.
happy for you. It's cool. And it's exciting to see how you and the whole cast are just embracing it and enjoying
Oh yeah,
it.
there's like somebody
Yeah.
who just put out 2 posters that they made, and I tweeted about them, but I just bought both of their posters on Etsy. Like
Oh,
I'm like full on fan mode as well. Like
I love
I'm
it.
a
And
fan of the fans.
yeah, and I'm gonna say this, you don't have to agree with me, but I really do think Misty's the most popular character at the moment.
I
But
just
what
want
all
people to be here for Halloween. Like that's what I
yes,
want,
hell yeah. Yes. And also people love Caligula. So my question to you, is there a chance, or can you please push for an origin story of Misty and Caligula so we can see you with this bird? We want to know more.
I'll tell you what I want. I want me to out in the wilderness connect with a bird, and that be like this beginning of like I want to be walking around with a giant bird on my shoulder, like that's what I'm hoping for in this next season.
I think, yeah, that would be amazing. We just come full circle. So I have to address too, what is on everybody's mind is that you have on your wish list on Twitch an Oculus Rift VR gaming headset and Hello Natural whitening fluoride toothpaste. Does this sum you up as a person? And have you gotten these things sent to you yet? And can we get them sent?
I've not gotten them. I would love them. I need to get back onto Twitch, first of all. I haven't been on in a second, but yeah, the toothpaste is a particular brand because it's a vegan brand. And so
For sure.
yeah, I need a whole bunch of more toothpaste. And that is a big ask for the VR set. So I didn't expect it, but I thought, why not put it out there? It would be fun. But I like video games. I like gaming, and I think a VR set would be very fun.
Yeah, no.
Thatcher on set like always has her VR stuff. Like she's
oh my
always
God.
like, yeah, oh yeah. Like every time we all get together, Sophie Thatcher always has her VR set.
Holy crap. So you guys you got a little gaming crew here. You are sitting in a gaming chair as we speak. So
yeah, I know. I'm in my fiance's room right now. It is in his office, but yeah, I am in his gaming chair. I've got all of his Studio Ghibli stuff. And
well, I'm excited that you're gonna have about like 1,000 VR headsets sent to your house. So enjoy. Now before I let you go, can you maybe give us, obviously no spoilers, but maybe just a little tease for the big finale on Sunday of like what we can kind of maybe expect?
Okay, bring a box of tissues because it's the finale. We all
no.
cry at the end of a show.
Okay.
And pay attention to each and every detail. And oh my gosh, some things are going to be answered. Like you're really going to get some answers, whether you want them or not. And other things are going to leave you with your jaw on the floor and wanting so much more for next season. And I can't wait to start making that season for you.
Oh, hell yeah. And congrats on getting it renewed. I'm so happy it's renewed. I think everyone's waiting for that news. Oh man. And I'm sure it's going to renew for 3 and 4 before you know it. So
I really hope so.
Yeah.
The idea, like even the idea of getting the Misty wig get put back on, like I know I'm going to be emotional and crying. Like, I mean, I can't wait to start actually, that's what I'm excited for on Sunday is starting to post all of like me just bawling. Like I literally cried so hard when we wrapped because I was just so sad to say goodbye to Misty and not knowing whether or not we were going to be able to do another season. So I am so ready to go back.
Oh yeah. And I think we're all, like you said, again, the tissue's ready. No matter what happens in the finale, we have to say goodbye to you guys for a little bit, which sucks, but everybody take it in while it's happening. Watch Yellowjackets finale this Sunday on Showtime and on the Showtime app, and watch obviously Samantha crush it as Misty per usual. Samantha, thank you so much for joining me, and I hope to talk to you in the future one day.
Thank you so much. Okay, yes, I'll talk to you next season.
Yes, please. Woo. Thank you.